Hello, and welcome to episode 130 of Bardic Quest. Our heroes finally have the would-be assassins on the back foot. However, it appears that the worst of their troubles is not over, as a threatening mist begins to close in on the Phandalin town square. What horrors await within the mists? So, without further ado, let's get into this week's episode of Bardic Quest.
Do I see anyone within the mist?
Go on, give me another perception check.
Okay. We're getting cheeky now. Nope, that's an 8.
No, you do not.
Cool. That'll be my turn, I assume, so I've done quite a bit there.
Okey-doke. Marvellous. This guy is surrendering. Sergei has left you to it and then made you aware that something else might be amiss here.
Seeing the chap, I've got. How is my perception? It is dreadful. I think I believe not just not really seeing what's going on here and dealing with the fact this guy's now surrendered. I sort of go. I place my sword just under his chin and reading off the back of my shield. I say, by the authority granted to me by the Lord's Alliance and the justice of Tyr the Even-Handed, I place you under arrest. You may speak your piece, but anything you say may be used in your trial, though acts of repentance will be taken into account. Do you have anything to say?
And he kind of looks at you and very slowly, like, shakes his head, like not too dramatically, because obviously there's a blade underneath his head. So he just very subtly shakes his head.
If you'd kindly like to lie face down on the floor with your palms outstretched, facing the sky, please.
You kind of see him beginning to move in that.
No sudden movements now.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Having finished this, and I'll take that as my action was to do all of this sort of thing. I'll turn a cursory glance to see what's going on elsewhere, and I was like, how are we doing?
How do you all respond?
I think this guy's about to surrender as well, weren't you?
Saga looks furious, but she is definitely not in good condition.
Yeah,
she's just shaking of rage.
Okay. Yeah, the other guy is looking like he might be ready to perhaps lay down arms at this point.
Yeah.
Do the right thing!
Give me one good reason not to rip his head off.
Marvellous, it is technically your turn at the moment.
Do I have any, like, with I know that's all wrong, but do I have any action or anything remaining, or? Don't know what reading
think-
Miranda rights counts as in terms.
I think we'll probably count that to some degree as an action. I think because you're kind of encouraging him to get prone. Okay. So we'll kind of making him prone essentially is your action. I think absolutely. Is probably fair. That's so you got bonus action left, I'd say.
Yeah, no, I won't. I shan't do anything else. I'll just give the chap who hasn't yet surrendered a look. not a scary look, just a.
Nice. Okay. In which case then, Saga. Now, for the record, the other guy hasn't yet surrendered. The guy that's been shooting you with crossbow bolts. He hasn't yet surrendered. It is his go next. But as of right now, he looks as though he may, but he hasn't yet. So what would you like to do?
She's going to take her crossbow out, aim it at the guy, and say to the others, give me one good reason not to shoot him.
Just kind of shrugs at Sergei and just kind of says, I don't actually have a very good reason why she should.
No, I don't have a good reason either.
I'm going to shoot him.
All right.
I get half a word out before she does. I'm like, ah!
So yeah, he's getting shot at.
Go for it.
Let the shoosting begin.
Might not hit, but it is a 14 to hit.
That is going to hit there. Not very heavily armoured at all, so...
5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. It isn't going to be enough to take him out, unfortunately, but he does let out a yelp as this crossbow bolt just embeds itself into his side.
I'm going to use my movement to very slowly walk towards him and, like, eyeball him the whole time. Like, this is your chance to surrender.
You could technically engage with him if you wanted to, because you have a higher speed.
Yes, I'm going to get right up in his face.
All right.
With the attitude of, like, are you surrendering?
Do you want to give me an intimidation check? I think with advantage here at this point.
Thank you. He saw me lob his boss's head off. That is 22.
22. Yeah, he kind of just raises his arms also in surrender at this point.
I grab him by the scruff.
Okay. All right.
And I start dragging him back to everyone else.
Okay. All right. Next up, then, Sergei. As you are kind of looking at this very quick, unnatural moving, thick mist, you do begin to see something emerge from the mist. You hear cries and roars, very unnatural sounding, as what I can only describe as grey-skinned, zombie-looking men begin to emerge from the mist.
What?
What the fuck?
Like a tarry substance just kind of trickling down their faces. Long black tongues. A set of 4 of them from the south. 4 of them from the north. Kind of emerging from this mist, making their way into the square. They are all dashing towards the square. That is going to be essentially their turn, but that will get them into the square. So probably, Sergei, from where you are, probably about 20 feet from your position from the south. And then from the north, probably from about 30 feet from Gundren, Nundro, and Johann's position.
Are they all... What are they running towards? Are they running towards us?
Yes. The ones coming from the north definitely seem to be headed towards Johann.
Well, that's concerning.
It is, after their go, Gundren and Nundro's turn. They look to be very much panicked right now. And they are going to run into the middle of the square to kind of join up with probably Thorik right now, because Thorik's not engaged with anybody. So they're just going to drag Johann towards Thorik. Okay. And that's going to bring us then to the top of the round. Thorik.
Oh.
You're up.
Do these things look like ghouls that we've faced several times before?
Yes. There are
how many of
8
them?
of them.
Oh, why do you always do this when I've used my channel divinity? Oh, God. I say to Gundren and Nundro, where is the book?
Nundro says, I thought you said to leave it there. And he kind of points to the second story of the inn, which is burning as we speak.
Fine. And some of them seem to be heading towards Johann.
Yes. There is 4 coming from the north, 4 coming from the south. The 4 from the north definitely are beelining in the direction of Gundren, Nundro, and Johann.
I have no idea if this is going to work or not, or what their intention is, or what they're doing. I crouch down and I place my hands on Johann's face, just cradling his face. And using my thumbs, I trace a symbol on his forehead that starts to glow as I cast Remove Curse on Johann's body. A 3rd level spell. And I just say, they will have no hold on you, my friend, in life or death. And the spell goes off.
Alright.
I have no idea what thing that has on him, potentially. Remove curse at your touch. All curses affecting one creature or object end. If the object is a cursed magic item, its curse remains, but the spell breaks its own as attunement to the object, so it can be removed or discarded.
Nice. Okay. Okay, so you cast that spell, uttering your prayers to Johann. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I don't know, Wayne. We're in our pajamas outside in this doomsday. I bring my spiritual hammer. Can I reach a ghoul with my spiritual weapon?
As of right now, no. They're too far away. If it can only move 20 feet.
What can I hit with my weapon?
Thugs that are surrendering at the moment.
Break a Geneva Convention. Just...
I can't commit war crimes. I just bring my hammer 20 foot closer to me. And I don't know, Wayne. I stand up and I hold my shield and my hammer, and I don't have my hammer. It's over there.
Yes, it is.
So I have Gladys. If I have enough movement, I will go and retrieve my warhammer and come back. If it's within 30 foot.
You could certainly go and retrieve your warhammer, but I don't think. Oh,
I'll stay here with Gladys.
So you could dash actually, because you haven't used an action.
I can't. I've used my action.
You did? Oh yes, you did for this remove curse. Yeah. So yeah, you could go to your warhammer. You just couldn't bring it back.
I'm going to stay here with the boys, and protect Johann's body.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate this.
Sergei, you are 20 feet away from these ghouls that are making their way quickly towards you and the square. There are 4 of them to your south that you are 20 feet away from, just to be clear. What would you like to do?
In the moment for a cool moment, I cast Cure Wounds on myself firstly.
Okay.
And then I'll back up to stand by Thorik's side, and I believe.
How many wounds are you curing?
Just one of my wounds.
Right.
Yeah, one cure wound.
One cure.
Singular. I'll back up to Thorik, and I believe I got Stephen my rapier because if I remember last session, I took it.
Yes, I gave it to you.
Yes, it was gifted to me. I did not need it. And I'll kind of swish it round and stand by Thorik, Avengers style, preparing for a fight.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And that'll be my go.
Okay. Next up then, Marvellus.
Seeing this and seeing what I go, I look at the thug that's now face down with his palms up, and I say, "Stay there, don't move, or I have to kill you." And I'm going to march and stand, join the Avengers lineup.
Yep. Fuck yeah!
I'm going to stand. I'm going to, excuse me, and I squeeze in between Thorik and Sergei. I'm going to place a hand on Sergei, and I'm going to cast Protection from Good and Evil.
Ooh.
Well, Protection from Evil and Good, I believe, is the phrase. Basically, so you're protected from aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. Creatures of those type have disadvantage against attack rolls against you. You also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
Feel like a king right now.
So am I right in hearing that that's attacks disadvantage? Is that right from them?
Yeah.
Did I hear that right? Lovely.
Yeah. Well, I figured we've got, though we haven't really got armor, we've got shields and slightly more health. So I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay.
I am out of spell slots, but I'm ready.
Saga.
Why did we think we were just going to have this one fight, and that was, that was going to be it?
This is an average morning for a Bardic Quest.
That is what.
Yeah, not even had breakfast.
Not 8 hours ago, we were all on death's door with no resources, and it's not even breakfast time, and we're now on death's door without any resources.
Saga, what would you like to do?
How far away am I from everyone? Because I'm holding one of them by the scruff.
You're only about 15 feet away from where Johann is, so you're pretty close to everybody.
Okay. Well, first thing she does is pull this thug towards her and go, "Tell me how to get rid of them, or I'll feed you to them." And then walk the rest of the way next to everyone else.
What, dragging him or just...
Yeah, I'm dragging him. He needs to answer me.
He says, I don't know.
Well, he's my meat shield for now. So, quite literally, he's my meat shield for now.
Right, okay. So, you drag this other thug. There's another thug still kind of laying face down in the mud with his hands. Just like, now on his own. Like, just in the middle of the square, just face down in the mud. Alright. Okay. Next up, then. You watch as... let me see here, actually. Let me see. Okay, so, the 4 from the south, they are gonna have to dash again, to get in here. So it's at least buying you some time, the fact that you've all pulled back into the centre of the square. So they are gonna dash, but they are going to pretty much, the ones from the south, some of them are going to engage with Sergei. In fact, 2 of them are going to be able to engage with Sergei. Another 2 are going to kind of swoop around. They're not going to quite be able to engage because they're swooping around. But they are going to move kind of basically between where you guys are and the thug face down in the mud. And they're going to kind of just get positioned. As I say, they're not quite engaged with you. But they are pretty close. So that's going to be them. Then you actually watch as 2 of the ones from the north kind of make their way towards you. But then, so they're going to dash in, but then you actually see 2 of the others seemingly run into the burning building.
Oh dear.
Shit.
That's going to be their go. Gundren, Nundro are looking absolutely terrified, and they both pick up a mace from one of the thugs.
It's about time.
That's they're just going to ready actions at this point for in case anything comes too close to them. They're not actually going to go for it yet because they are measly commoners.
Domestic dwarves.
Domestic dwarves, indeed. That brings us to the top of the round. So, Thorik, you're not engaged with anybody yet, but you are a stone's throw away, about 10 feet away, from being able to engage with at least one of these ghouls.
Is this really happening? Like,
do we run?
So they've engaged with Sergei.
Yes, 2 of them have.
What are the rest doing around us?
They're
again?
kind of circling around, licking their lips with their excessively long black tongues.
How many of them are there total?
So, there are the 2 engaged with Sergei. There are 2 that are kind of circling around, about 10 feet from where you are. And then there are also 2 coming from the north, headed towards you. And then another 2 have entered the burning building.
I'm going to say to everyone at large, like, I think they're going for the book.
Yeah, seem to be. What
you think?
Should we run?
How? Where?
Good point.
Let's start taking names. spiritual weapon comes end over end and clocks the closest one to Sergei.
All right. Yes. Go for it. Roll to hit for me.
Hits with a 24.
Oh, and what a hit that is.
6 plus 9 points of force damage, I believe it is.
9 points of force damage. All right. Not enough to take it out, not even enough to bloody it, but certainly enough to twat it around just to give it some degree of a startle.
And then I'm going to move up next to Sergei, so I'm with him, flanking one of them if I can.
You can certainly flank the one that you've just hit.
Yep. And as I'm moving, before I get there, I twist my hand and use Sacred Flame to engulf the same one I've just hit with my spiritual weapon
nice.
Sacred Flame, which is a DC 14 dex save on their part, please.
DC 14 dex.
Yes, please.
That is going to be a 14, so it is going to meet it, unfortunately.
Okay. Nope, does nothing then. And just sort of goes opposite Sergei and just says, "We're not going to be heroes here. If things start turning south, we run for the pub."
Oh, yes, sounds like a plan.
All right. That you done?
Yep.
Okay. Sergei, with that in mind, you are engaged with two of these creatures. One that you are flanking with Thorik, that has just been injured by a spiritual hammer. The other one, so far, untouched, and also kind of semi behind you to your side, almost. There are a couple more of these ghouls just circling your group. What would you like to do?
Sweet. I will attack with my rapier with Stephen.
The one
that's been injured. Is this flanking? Do I get advantage?
This is flanking. You do get advantage, yes.
Yay. Yippee. Oh, yeah, there you go. There's a 17 in there. So I'll go with that one.
A 17 will certainly hit as you lunge forward with your rapier at one of these horrendous-looking undead creatures with bruised skin and just kind of the smell of decay on their breath.
Yummy. A total of 2 hit points.
Oh, rather unsurprisingly, not enough to do much, but certainly you kind of open up a kind of like gash across its stomach. You kind of see almost like this thick, almost like black blood just kind of oozing out from the gash.
And then I'll use my bonus action to... who did I not give him Bardic? Marvellous. You can have some Bardic inspiration.
Thank you kindly.
And I'll just kind of go... hey, Marvellous! And kind of make a little puff of smoke. Just... Da-da!
Ooh.
Keep fighting. I hope you feel inspired.
So inspired.
Because I sure didn't.
All right.
There you go, that's my turn.
Marvellous. Freshly inspired off of the back of Sergei's puff of smoke, and surrounded pretty much by ghouls on pretty much every side. Some closer than others, of course. Anything that you'd like to do?
Absolutely. Yes, I believe it's Swordboard. I shall work together, take them down, and I'm going to attack the one that Sergei has just attacked.
Very nice. All right. So you step forth.
Yeah. So that one's flanked, I believe. You said.
Very much flanked. Yes. Now.
Lovely. So that's going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
Oh, very nice.
With the first attack, and that's going to be 7 damage.
Okay. Good. That is going to be enough to bloody it. Certainly.
Sweet.
In fact, actually, I would say in critical condition. So how would you like to get it there?
Oh, so yeah, the first hit with it not seeing me coming in because it's already, but it leads itself open, and I just hack deep into its collarbone.
Nice.
Sort of leave one of its arms sort of flailing at its
kind
side,
of hanging off.
and I go, oh, and I try to bring it down again on the same point.
Nice.
And that will be a dirty 19,
which will also hit.
and that will be a 9 damage.
9 points of damage. How are you finishing it?
Lovely. Yeah, I managed to hit the same spot, so I sort of cut into the into the collarbone. I go, whoop, and again, bring it down, and just cleave it sort of almost in half, just sort of like from there off, as I'm sure foul, putrid smelling, all sorts.
Yes, indeed.
Erupt.
Yeah, and your lovely dressing gown is then just smattered with splats of this black.
I turn, make sure just that I'm I'm still standing next to my compatriot.
Yeah. Which you are now. There's a little bit of an opening to the south.
Yeah, nothing with my my bonus action.
Right.
I am done.
Okie dokie. Saga then. At the moment, you still have this thug by the scruff of the neck who's telling you he has no idea what's going on, doesn't really know how to get rid of them, presumably meaning these ghouls. You do have a couple of them about 20 feet from your current position. To the north. And also then there are some more kind of circling around as well.
Okay, I'm going to say to the thug, remember I showed you mercy, and kind of, let him go. And then, so I'm 20 feet from the sort of huddle of the one engaged with Sergei, right?
Yeah, I would say so. About 20 feet is probably fair.
Okay. I'll get in there. How does Sergei look? How injured does Sergei look?
I'm pretty fine.
Pretty fine, okay. Just because...
On a scale of 1 to 28, I'm on like a 25, maybe. Kind of fine.
At that scale, okay.
That's a very precise scale.
I don't know what he's saying.
Yeah, Saga is not fine. So... Choices. Okay. She's gonna be selfish. I'm gonna take a healing potion.
Okay. So are you staying where you are, is that right? In that case?
Can I take a healing potion, then move?
Of course you can, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so... That'll be the plan.
Okay.
2d4.
Yes.
Where are all my d4s? Lost my d4s. There's another d4.
Just make sure you find them so you don't accidentally step on them.
Well, one red one seems to be missing, which is concerning. 7 plus 9 points. Oh, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
It's 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, so
11.
7 plus 2, 9.
Oh, 9. Yeah, got you. All right, cool. All right, so you take a moment, pull the stopper out of this small, thin vial of red liquid, neck that back, and feel somewhat instantly revitalized. Okay.
Yep.
So that's your action. Where did you want to move to?
Isn't that bonus action taking one yourself?
No. Potions are.
No, that's an action. Oh, it was to beat someone else. Okay.
I think that's all homebrew stuff. I think. I'm not sure, but I know an action. No, I know, because I know the likes of Critical Role and stuff have muddied the waters with potions.
I can't remember how he rolled.
I know for definite, though, taking a potion yourself is an action.
Okay, well, I'll take the potion and then move into the huddle. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay. Are you kind of getting into a position to defend someone, or are you just kind of getting yourself in the centre?
Getting myself in the, yeah. Getting ready to attack on my next turn.
Righto. Okay, cool. Alrighty then. Next up is actually going to be the thug that you just let go.
If he attacks me, who isn't
he is going to begin to flee. And he is going to flee. He's going to have to kind of give it a bit of a wide berth here, because there's ghouls everywhere. But he's going to kind of flee towards the north direction, trying to stay away from the ghouls as best he can. And he's going to be running towards that mist, because there's mist everywhere, right? It's kind of, it's either stay in the square or head into the mist. So he's beelining for the northern mist, but not getting too close to those ghouls. However, one of those ghouls goes after him, and is going to swipe at him with its claws. Oops. Oh dear. It's not a good time to get a natural 20. Oh dear. So you watch then as this guy gets ripped almost to shreds. He's got these massive claw marks in his back as he drops to the ground. He's still alive, but he is in critical condition at this point, as this ghoul is stood over him, licking his chops. Then we have some of these other ghouls. One of them is engaged with Sergei right now. So he is going to claw at you, Sergei, for an 18 against your armor class.
Does he get disadvantage because of the protection?
He does get disadvantage, you're right. Although the second roll is higher, so it's still going to be the...
Well, yeah, but it's going to hit.
Alright, so that's going to be 7 points of slashing damage to you.
Cool.
And I also need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Is this against poison?
No. In fact, I could probably tell you this because you've encountered ghouls before collectively as a party anyway. In fact, you have yourself, Sergei. You've had a very, very bad encounter with ghouls.
This is intimate relationship with them.
This is against paralysis.
Well, consider me paralyzed, because that's a 5.
Oh, this could literally fucking kill us all.
Yeah,
Okay.
How will we do this?
I just wanted to take a moment to express our huge appreciation for all of our amazing Patreon and YouTube members. Your support means the world to us and helps keep this channel going strong. So I wanted to give a special shout out to each and every one of our incredible patrons and members, who are Simon Jelly, Martin C, Gallus, Gary Lloyd, James Hamilton, J.R. Bellaston, Robert Treadwell, Jason Udall, Chrissy Kirby, Jason Bradwell, Nigel Raggett and Rebecca Hill. Your support truly makes a difference, and we appreciate you more than we can express. And as a token of appreciation, I just wanted to remind you of the awesome perks that you get as part of our community, from early access to some of our videos, going all the way up to ultra early access for some of our newer, bigger actual play shows, and exclusive behind the scenes content, as well as access to our Discord channel. Your support truly makes a huge amount of difference. And to those who haven't joined yet, I invite you to consider becoming a patron or YouTube member. Not only will you unlock these fantastic benefits, but you'll also be directly contributing to the growth and success of this channel. So thank you once again for your incredible support, not only to our patrons and YouTube members, but you the viewers as well, who tune in every week to watch our shows. Together, we're helping to bring these fantastic adventures to life. So thank you.